Retro futures calling, knocking down the door. John's got reps for days, he's bench pressing the moon. Derek's sticky justice, villains meet their doom. Terry's camera rolling, action never ends. Super Saiyan spirit, stronger with our friends. Bodybuilding giant, geeking out so hard. Every episode's a quest. We're the nerd guard. The Muscle Geeks podcast. John, Derek, and Terry. Fists up high, real loud and legendary. Nintendo dreams and dumbbell schemes. We're the champions of the nerd streams. From the arcade to the waiter rack, we're the heroes in the back. Fans unite, the squad's in flight. Power of the nerd herd, Sean and Brad. The Muscle Geeks podcast, John, Derek, and Terry. Fists are high, we're loud and legendary. Nintendo dreams and dumbbell schemes. We're the champions of the nerd stream. The Muscle Geeks podcast, John, Derek, and Terry. Fists up high, we're loud and legendary. Nintendo friends and dumbbell schemes. We're the champions of the nerd stream.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episodes. What are we at? 66?
Hey, We don't know.
66, which is three less than
Execute episode
69. So we're looking to get fucked on this episode of Muscle Geeks podcast tonight. I'm your host, John. And make sure you guys, when you're watching this now, you're watching this later, whenever, hit the subscribe button, hit like this, be in the chat. We're going to respond to the chat, which is Milk Toast.
Milk toast.
Make sure everyone subscribes, and we have a big episode tonight. Tonight, we're talking about stuff and things on the Muscle Geeks podcast. It's the podcast where people with muscle watch nerdy stuff. To my right is co-host Derek.
What's up, everybody? Happy to have you. Let's get into some fun top threes tonight.
And to his right,
Here.
he's sad today, everyone, so let's cheer him up. It's Terry.
Hi, guys. I'm drinking a golden monkey because Spider-Man broke my heart, as did all you fucking people who went to see this movie and said it was great. I'm upset.
Stick around for the Muscle Geeks reaction. You'll get 500 Muscle Geeks points for watching.
Whoa, that's a lot of points. Hi,
We didn't
Shannon.
agree on the amount of points. We can't be giving them out willy-nilly to these folk.
And guess what, guys? We got Noah here today.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got lights.
Noah! Finally, bright Noah.
You can see them.
All right.
You can taste them.
So tonight we're doing our top 3 favorite movie plot twists.
Oh.
So which films had the biggest "I did not see that coming" in the movie? Moment in the movie. So Derek, do you want to go first?
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, guys, this is not a draft. Anyone's list can be theirs. Just because I say something that's on yours doesn't mean it goes away. So I'll start off with one of the most popular ones in pop culture, in my opinion. I'm going with The Empire Strikes Back.
Dun, 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 bam, 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 bam.
The line that no one, he doesn't actually say this, but we all say it anyway. Luke, I am your father.
Correct, but Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
Is that the biggest plot twist in that movie?
Yes, what are you going to say, brother, sister?
Yeah. You got brother sister kissing?
It's also a twist, but I think Darth Vader's cooler.
What a twist.
Finding out Vader's your dad or kissing your sister, which one's a bigger plot twist?
I don't know. Depends how far south you're asking. The space south. I don't know how it works.
Terry, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Sister kissing or your dad's Vader?
Dad's Vader is a bigger plot twist for me, because I think even the movie was like, let's just sneak this under the radar. But that they're twins, I think, is even a little stranger.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a bigger plot twist.
Yeah.
They're kissing your sister.
But they didn't kiss in that movie. It's not like kiss then reveal. It's kiss movie before, then reveal movie after. So clearly, like in the writer's room.
I'm sorry. Does that make it okay?
Yeah. There's a lot of rules on this sort of thing that I've looked into.
All right.
Yeah, he looked into him really close.
Did you guys in the chat, did you guys ever see the short film George Lucas in Love?
Oh.
No.
Did you ever see it?
No.
Oh, it's great. It's like a telling of how he came up with the idea. And, you know, the spoiler is at the end, his parents come visit him at college and he's kissing his sister. And like, that's where it came from, of like, he didn't know. He's like, oh my God, no. But George Lucas in Love, look it up. I don't remember what it was. It was some sort of like pre-Disney thing. I think it was on the episode 1. I think that it was like a short film added to it. Anyway, it's pretty cool. All right. So when we're talking about biggest plot twists of all time, we mentioned it a couple of times, but I can't not say it, but it's Sixth Sense, obviously. It is the fact that Bruce Willis was dead the whole damn time. Mm-hmm. And it was hard to know, unless you're my mom for some reason, who picked it up like that. But that was an earth-shattering twist. Took over the whole world. It took over, you know, the blogosphere before there was a blogosphere. You know, like this was like a pre-internet thing that happened, and we all really dug it when it did, because it was so well hidden. Yeah. But boy, the entire movie hinges on it as well, which is a little different than, you know, the Vader one. The Vader one was crazy and intense, but the whole movie didn't hinge on that. The entire movie hinged on this fact that he was dead. And they told you the whole time, which makes it even better than a normal plot twist. It's one where they were trying to tell you with different hints and scenes the whole time. Why is he not talking to his wife? You think it's because they're having a fight. No, he's dead. Why is that guy hitting on his wife? Because he's dead and he's moving in on the prowl, because that's what people do in Philadelphia, I guess, which is where it's set. But yeah, and just an amazing plot twist. Loved it.
Yeah,
loved it. Sorry to bring up the same thing, you know, 3 weeks in a row, but you gotta.
No, you think a plot twist, The Sixth Sense has to show up.
Yeah,
it has no choice but to be on the list somewhere.
Totes my guts.
I'm gonna make mine quick. I'm not gonna monkey around on this one.
Golden monkey around.
I'm gonna say it's the 1968 Planet of the Apes with, what is it, Charlton Heston?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And you find out at the end of the night he's an astronaut.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lands on a planet. Comes to find out at the very end that it's his by, I think it's like a sinking. Now in the Mark Wahlberg one, it was the Lincoln Memorial was a monkey. But in this one, I think it was the Statue of Liberty. You
like
can
in the
see
beach.
the last part. Yeah, it's
Yep.
all sanded over. So the biggest twist in that one was the whole time you're thinking you're on a distant planet, but no, those sons of bitches.
Yeah, you got
they
time
did it.
warped.
They actually did it. They blew each other
off
up.
me, you damn dirty ape. Classic line. Good pick, man. I also had that on my list. I love Planet of the Apes. I would say I like the 68 version.
Yeah.
And I also really like the Mark Wahlberg version. Maybe it's because I watched it as a kid, but I enjoyed it.
That was the most attractive ape.
For sure.
Can we see the ape that John's talking about? Tim Burton, Planet of the Apes, female ape.
There was a hot one, like a receptionist or something. Not her.
Just stay where it is. Tim Burton, Planet of the Apes, female ape images.
Yeah, that one. She was like,
Which one?
The one that looks like
The one we're looking at? The Helena Bonham Carter one?
no, there was another one in that movie that was more attractive.
Ah,
The more attractive ape.
hotter ape.
Guess John does love eating monkeys.
Keep scrolling
came
down.
It came in with the old man, so I think it's.
This one?
Ew.
Are you sure there's a skanky ape?
There's a skanky ape.
Look at these monkeys.
Go up, go up, go up. Right over. Go over to your right. That's not right. Right there.
That
That's
one?
not. No. Where you
This thing?
left?
This
Up.
thing?
What's happening?
This
That
thing?
one.
Click
That one?
Is that Helen Bonham Carter? Or no? That's
That's the same one as this, man.
I don't know.
sure?
Maybe that's a
That's
dime.
not, dude. That's younger.
That's a monkey dime.
Yep.
Hang on, I'm going to assist here.
I think memories might
Hot
have
ape
clouded your judgment.
from...
No, trust me. There's a hot because they go to a dinner and they're like creeped out because they see Mark Wahlberg running across the.
Would you say that's like a Kate Beckinsale level ape?
That's.
Beckensape?
Kate.
Yeah.
Kate.
Cape.
I don't think there's
There's something there, and I'll find it.
I think this is the one, man.
female
No, there's
apes.
not, dude. I'm telling you, there's two. I'll fight anyone right now.
I don't know. The longer we sit here, the more uncomfortable I'm getting. That's all I know.
I also can't find her on this.
John's just.
I think John just had a weird dream one time.
I think he's trying to prove.
Don't worry, guys.
Look,
I'll
there's a
find
hot
it.
ape in there.
Don't worry.
promise.
I swear
I'll
she's
find
hot.
it.
I swear.
Switch back to the chat real quick. Milk Toast, do you want to do a watch-a-thon with us?
Watch-a-thon.
Watch-a-thon?
A watch-a-thon?
That's essentially
yeah,
what we're
there you
doing.
go.
Milk Toast doing?
No. Let's do that Planet of the Apes, and let's have Milk Toast watch with us. We'll do a live commentary, and we'll
guys-
find that hot ape.
Did you guys like the new trilogy that came out?
Very much.
I don't.
What?
No, I don't like it.
It's Matt Reeves.
Eh.
Matt Reeves never made a bad
I like
movie.
the first one, and then the next
With
two-
James Franco?
Yeah,
Ew.
hey, don't ew me.
I'm ewing only
You love
because the
James-
second two are just are way better.
I disagree.
What are you even talking about? Your entire critic credentials are about to be pulled.
You can't say
This kid's gonna like Spider-Man, I'll bet.
You don't like anything.
I love all things.
The only thing you like.
I love a lot of things.
The only thing you like is Skyward Sword, and that says everything I need to know about you.
How dare you? All right, what's next on your list?
Terrible. All right.
That's rough.
Am I up again?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
you
my
said,
pick 2 was also Planet of the Apes, so we'll take that whole spiel and make that my second pick. Terry, you're up.
You got it. Mine is from a show. I don't know if we said it had to be a movie, but mine is a huge reveal, and it's one of my favorite reveals. I remember it from when I was a child. Ready, Milk Toast? Here we go. The Twilight Zone has an episode called Eye of the Beholder, where this woman gets surgery on her face because she's so damn ugly.
Ew.
And everyone knows she's ugly, and they're like, don't worry, we'll take care of this. And, the whole thing, she's wrapped in bandages and stuff, and you never see anybody's faces because they're all in, like, doctor's garbs and stuff the whole time. And what happens is it ends, and they unbandage her, and you think it's like this big reveal. And it's amazing because she is this stunningly beautiful woman. But they show her the mirror and they say, we did everything we can. And she instantly starts crying and screaming and basically saying, oh, it didn't work. Damn it didn't work. But to us, she looks beautiful. Cut to the doctors reveal their faces, and they're all crazy pig people. And on this planet and in this world of Twilight Zone, the beautiful people look like pigs. And
Yeah,
it's
that
crazy and weird. Amazing. Let's show the people at home the pig people. Eye of the Beholder, pig people. There is not a hot one of these, just so we know.
and I'm gonna find the hot ape.
There. So that is what normal people look like in this Twilight Zone episode. And you can see the woman right there. So if you click that zombie mask beauty Twilight thing. No, to the right, where you can see the woman too. So that's how she ends up looking after the surgery, but that's how all the people look in this world, and it really freaks you out. And this is, Twilight Zone. This is one of the best storytelling mechanisms ever, and we're talking like defying all sorts of mediums and whatnot. The Twilight Zone is one of the best things ever created as far as a storytelling medium. But that one I remember seeing as a kid, and I was like, wow, that is crazy.
Twilight Zone is the GOAT. I love that show. I remember watching the old black and white one, probably shouldn't have when I was a kid, and like seeing some crazy stuff.
Whole thing written by one guy, Rod Serling, the guy who hosted it and did the Twilight Count.
I forget the one. It's like about. It's almost like a monkey's paw situation. The dude gets like to ask a wish of like the devil.
Yeah.
And it's like he wishes to be young again. He's this old banker. He wants to be young, but he only wishes to look young. And he starts having a heart attack on the train. Do you remember that one? And he's like, what's going on? And the devil's like, you only wish to appear to be young. Your insides are still that of a 70-year-old man. And he starts like going into cardiac arrest.
Oh,
I don't know why that one sticks out to me, but I thought that like, oh, what a cool way.
that's
Yeah.
great. Well,
You
they're
start
all
thinking
monkey
about
paws.
this
Like that whole
Yeah.
series is monkey paws.
Yeah.
But again, one of like the greatest shows of all time, and I love it.
It's a thinker.
It's always the fetish edition of Muscle Geeks, my guy. Hi, Angela.
All right, Angela says, oh, look at that. Babe in the chat. She says, Parasite. That's a great movie.
It's a good twist too.
Good twist.
John?
John, you're up.
How can you go wrong with a cast filled with actors such as Joaquin Phoenix, Bryce Dallas Howard, Adrian Brody, Sigourney Weaver, William Hurt. How can you go wrong?
You tell me.
You got Peak, whatever the fuck his name is.
Shyamalan.
Yeah,
Shyamalan.
local guy. Give shout out to Sham.
Love the Sham.
But I'm gonna say The Village. Finding out that it wasn't a period piece and that actually it was just people hanging out in the woods.
You took my other pick.
Oh my God!
Two
Look
in
at
a
you
row.
two. That's
Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, man, I remember seeing that thing in the theater, and it was, I think it was one or the first or second movie right after. My brain's in fog.
It's
It's
okay.
all the drugs.
It's all right.
But it's
John's on drugs.
I'm on drugs, but it's the one that was soon to be after. I'm a ghost. Which one was
The
that?
Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost.
Was that or like then the one where the Unbreakable?
Movie now.
Yeah, I'm a ghost. Clip it.
Anybody got more drugs for John?
It's that fucking
Johnny Drugs over here.
gabapentin.
I'll tell you what, John is going to name all episodes going forward on drugs. This one is definitely called I'm a Ghost.
I'm a ghost.
And other movies with spoiled.
Unbreakable, one shit like that. Well, whatever. It was like he was still hot, and you knew something was going to happen at the end of it. You didn't know what it was, and the movie's scary in the beginning. When you watch it without knowing what it really is going on, the movie's scary, and it leaves you on edge.
Yeah, there's monsters in the woods.
And as soon as the woman takes over the movie, and it's not a Joaquin movie anymore, it goes downhill. Everything's ruined. The girl Joaquin gets hurt. He needs medication.
Yep.
Right.
Gets hurt. Woman gets stabbed.
He gets stabbed, right?
by
Murder.
Adrian.
He falls into the ditch.
Blood.
Oh man.
And she's like, "You dumbass! That was a man I actually like. You're just a dumbass," and starts smacking him and whatnot.
that movie is on my list also, but
Was that the
as
first BDH?
What?
Was it the first BDH sighting? Bryce Dallas Howard.
As far as my young mind can remember, yeah.
I want to come on record and say that I feel like Shyamalan doing 2 movies with twists in a row, and he kind of painted that whole "I'm the twist guy" for the
Yeah.
rest of his life. That ruined his career.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I will say it ruined this movie for sure. The true villain of The Village was us, because we went in with expectations of a twist, and we're looking for the twist the whole time, and we're not enjoying that film for what it is. If you actually watch that with fresh eyes, it's a well-made film.
That's
it's
good.
a good film, but we had built it up too much. However, there's no twist in Signs. So I'm always like, he was trying to tell us he's trying to move away. I love Signs, by the way. Signs is one of my favorite movies, but there's no twist in that other than like water hurts them, but that's not a twist. They just find out a weakness.
But like, why is the girl, whoever keeps putting the water out? How does she know?
There's no, but that's not a twist. It's just weird.
Well, there's something going on. I'd like to look into it.
Oh, the water girl?
I would like to investigate
Yeah, she
how
was
she was
home.
told that there has to be water everywhere.
She wasn't. She just did that ever since she was born. It's also like,
has to
why
be a
did
reason.
Joaquin Phoenix always swing for the fences? It's not really a twist, but it's like, okay, here's
Like,
what
that
we
was
do.
the
We
lead.
we spray water on these guys and fuck them up with baseball bats, which works for anything, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should have just had super
You
soaker.
can take down a tiger that way.
You should have just put that super soakers all throughout the house. Boom, super soaker pops up. Boom, boom, another super soaker pops up.
You don't have that in your house?
Yeah, I got
How do you know I
on
don't?
the couch right now.
I got the
That would've
50 and a
been best.
100.
Jesus.
All right, so you went?
Well, you have the same as him for Village.
Yeah, but I wanted to say that I was mad at The Village because I called it 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
The very first time I ever saw it.
Really?
I just looked at it and was like, I looked over at my buddy and I was like, what are the odds they're just living in like the fucking woods and the rest of society's normal time right now? I think it's because I grew up in Amish
shit.
country. And I was just like, this is just the Amish. I called it out. I'm like, I think I know what this is. And then when it becomes obvious, I was like, God damn it. Because you know what? It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is.
I liked it a lot, but it kind of ruined it for me because I was like, as soon as I saw the writing on the wall that I was right, I was like, now I'm out of it.
I need to go to the town.
Would you be able to live in a time like that?
Yeah.
Him?
Like Derek.
I'm from horse people.
But you know that the future, the current time is happening outside.
When I know it's happening outside.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind being off the grid. Get me out of there. Keep the tax man away. keep people out of my business, me and my family living off the land with our homies. I could get in on that.
Terry?
Yes, I could do it. I would go nuts on that Rumspringa thing and probably not come back. So I think the problem would be if I got exposed to the outside world, I'm fucked. So the Village, it would work on me if they kept me in. But, you know, if you sent me out there and not a blind girl, I mean, I'm coming back with everything.
Rumspringa. I grew up in a town that had Rumspringa.
Cool.
Let me tell you, it was.
Terry finds that costume. Everyone in that town is dead.
You'd be at a party, like a barn party out in the woods somewhere.
Oh, wait a minute.
buddies, and you'd see like some kids that were like you, but off, different. So you're like, what's wrong?
Something in the eyes.
They got the crazy eyes.
Wearing clothes from 20 years ago.
And then you're like, these are Amish kids when Rumspringa. They just crashed our party. And it was always a little weird.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun though.
They're probably the strongest ones too. 'cause
Dude,
Amish kids
I've gotten
are
into
strong.
some Amish kids back in the day.
They work 12 hours.
You can't beat up an Amish kid.
No.
I was the strongest kid in my school by far, and I still got. They just have the farm strength.
Yeah.
All they do
I
is
mean,
work.
farm strength's unbeatable.
From the time they're little itty bitty baby Amish, they're just working.
There's another type of strength that might do it, but it doesn't train.
Doesn't need to train.
Doesn't need it. And
It doesn't need to train.
I think both are involved here. We'll just say that.
Dude, it's
anyway,
a bunch of chromosomes.
Oh my God.
moving on.
Yep.
Terry, why don't you talk about something?
Sure. I will talk about. Actually, I'm going to talk about another one. There was a pretty good twist, but also I forgot about it. Shutter Island.
Oh yeah,
I just forgot about this, and I just kind of saw it while I was doing research and whatnot.
the hell's going on here?
And that's a good one because ultimately it's like,
Love that movie. Good pick.
you know, I mean, it's Scorsese, so you know, it's well made, it's interesting, it's weird. I thought it was going to be more of a straight up horror when you see it, but then it's really just like someone's, you know, psychosis after committing a horrible crime and not realizing it, but his partner still shows up.
Right.
All-star cast as Leo and Dr. Banner himself, Mr. Ruffalo. Great movie. But I have realized something, and it's the idea that Christopher Nolan really is potentially the greatest director right now, and I think might go on to potentially be the greatest director because all of his movies I experience in a way that is far different than I do other films. I actually think it impacted my Spider-Man viewing because I had just seen such a masterpiece with The Odyssey that it's kind of like, okay, now there's kind of a bar of expectation of theater, of cinema. So, right after Batman Begins and before The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan ventured out to make another movie about magicians called The Prestige with everybody from Batman Begins, but adding in goddamn Wolverine. And at the time, you didn't know how great of actors all these people were. Michael Caine's in there as well. Incredible. Michael Caine. This has several twists because when the man went up to set out on this film, he didn't just set out to do a movie. He set out to make a magic trick. Yeah. And there's several tricks along the way, even as we're explaining it. Yeah. The giant twist is that this is a sci-fi film that you don't realize until the very, very end because Christian Bale's character has a twist, but Hugh Jackman's character has a twist. Hugh Jackman's character's twist is supernatural in that he is physically cloning himself through magic, magic, but it's science. And I think David Bowie gives him the science to do it, by the way. David Bowie's the guy. Yeah, he's got two different eyes in it, and it's neat. But anyway, the idea is like he would clone himself, and then one clone would fall through a trapdoor and die, and the other one would come out. And Hugh Jackman doesn't know which of his consciousness actually does it. Like, it's like a crazy thing. But before that, Christian Bale is pulling this unbeatable trick. And the trick is only done, Michael Caine says, that it can only be done if you have a double. He's like, I've seen this trick 100 times, and you have to have a double. The twist is, not only does Christian Bale have a double, but he's had a double since he was a child that he's kept secret. He has a twin, and they devoted themselves to this magician's life and devoted themselves to only one gets to be out at a time. But then you start putting things together. Why is he having an affair with Scarlett Johansson? One, because you have to. But two, is because there are, in fact, two of them. There are two men in love with different girls trying to make it work. But the craziest part of this twist is, at one point, Christian Bale's finger gets shot off. And that means the other twin, the only way to keep the double act working, he's got to cut off his own finger.
Ugh.
And wham, his brother does it. And they also have this guy, I think his name's not Borden. Borden is the name of Christian Bale, but there's this helper that they have. And that helper is the other twin the whole time in a disguise. But it's great practical makeup and whatnot, so you can't really tell. But yes, The Prestige is such a good, well-crafted film about magic that it is just a wonderful movie. And the great cosmic twist is that a whole other movie about magicians came out the exact same fucking summer with Edward Norton called...
Was it The Illusionist?
The Illusionist.
Yeah.
Just as good. We had two great magician movies come out the same year. Both awesome, both hard to pick, and both with total babes playing the total babe character. Got to get back to that.
Nice. Good picks.
Thank you.
Do you want to go to the chat real fast?
What's the
Shazam!
chat?
My name is Michael Klein.
What do we thought?
Yeah, I am dodging howling mobs who disagree with my views on Spider-Man.
Shannon's here.
By here, you mean the treadmill. Usual suspects. Good one. Dislike Spider-Man too much. He's dressed like Sandman. Yeah, maybe. Get Out. What was the twist in Get Out? Oh, that they were all white
They're
people
taking over
inside
the
the black
bodies.
bodies. Plot twist 1. Steven Seagal's character being killed off an executive decision. I didn't see that movie. Planet of the Apes is why we got rid of all the primates. We don't want the competition. Parasite. That was a good twist.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That there was another family in there trying to parasite before the original Parasite, and that the main family is a bunch of dirtbags. Is that it?
It's been a long time since I...
No, the father killed someone. So they put him down in the basement. The original housekeeper's husband.
Yeah.
And then
he kills.
They fired her because the other family manipulated themselves in. And then at the end, that father ended up murdering someone. So then he was hiding in there. And the son at the end was going to be, he escaped to be rich so that one day he can buy the house back. But it's just a whole story about, I think it's never going to happen.
Well, everybody like being parasitic off of everybody else.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that one. That was a good
But the big thing was just like when that lady lost her job, you weren't, what is that, wrestling? You weren't aware that there was also a man living in another part of the house.
Right.
Like stealing. But I liked that how he loved that guy and would like scream and do the headbutt thing when like the guy came home. He's like, it's neat. I'm not making that up.
Sure.
No, it's real.
Plot twist 2. Gandalf's death in Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. How's that a plot twist?
It's not really a plot twist.
When he comes back, it's more of a surprise, I suppose, if you don't know anything about the lore.
David Bowie is Tesla. That's right. Fallon?
I don't know.
All right. Let's move on.
My last pick, I'm going to say it was a movie that reinvigorated the horror franchise, the horror genre, and it was Jigsaw.
Saw?
In 2004. So the murderer the whole time was in that room, and he hit himself with something that would give off the impression that he's dying, when in fact, no, he's alive. He's hanging out there, and he's the way out. And he just gets the key right off, walks right out, locks the door behind him. That was one of the biggest twists. That was what brought me back to wanting to watch horror movies. The kills were great, great ending, well written. You didn't know who the killer was from the start to the finish. Did you guess that one?
No way.
Did you guess that? No one could have.
No.
No, the only thing about
Not even the farm people could figure it out.
Well, farm people are strong, not smart.
Hey.
Well,
You're farm people. You escaped the farm.
You're the horse person, not a farm person.
I am from horse people.
Now, I will say that is some of the worst acting ever at the end. When Carrie Elways has spoiler, cut his foot off and says like, I will go and get help for you and like goes to leave or whatever. Like that is just awful acting. It takes me out every time. I start laughing my head off. I cannot believe it's like that dumb. But there's another part that makes me laugh, which is when they're describing the plan, and the guy goes, "We have to follow the rules." And then it cuts to Jigsaw telling him there are rules. Yeah. It's just like a very funny jump cut to me of how that goes together. So I loved that movie, but I was laughing my head off at the end with like, it's just poorly acted, but it's great. The music's great. And I love that the guy wins and outsmarted not only us, but everyone. And also that key was gone in the first 2 seconds of the film. Like they didn't follow the one rule, so it went down the drain.
Down the drain.
Yeah. Any honorable mentions?
I got one.
Yeah.
Her name is Nicole Kidman, and I think she's an underappreciated beauty in our generation. I'd like to go around the table after I give my pick about the best Kidman movie.
Okay.
And it might be, the same. It might be the Batman movie, but listen, I'll tell you what the others. Huge twist. It's kind of just like the I'm Alive movie with Bruce Willis. You find out at the end they're the ghost in the house, but the whole time you're led thinking that they're in a house that's haunted. It's her and her 2 children, and Nicole Kidman activated me in that movie. But I'm curious to see what activated you guys. What Nicole Kidman movie activated you guys, Derek?
I'm looking at all of her stuff. Maybe Bewitched.
Which, Derek?
What?
Derek?
I'm just looking at her list, dude. I don't.
No, she was put on all our radar during Batman Forever, of course.
That's it.
Like when she shows up as the
Yeah.
Blonde.
That's it.
If you're
Batman
talking
Forever.
about that specifically. However,
She's in a lot of movies.
later, if you watch Days of Thunder,
Yeah.
she's a dime in that one.
I love Days of Thunder.
She's also hot in
Robin's Racing.
where they go around they go to the New World. Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah. Far and Away.
Far and Away.
I forgot she's in Just Go With It.
She's in The Northman too.
Yeah.
And the criticism of that is there was no filler back then. So
But she's
Kidman's a
also
little
she's
too
also
hot
she's
for-
old. She's not as attractive.
Evil. That's what she is. Evil lady.
That's true. You got to be evil.
She's got a good evil lady face. She's very like pointy and sleek.
She has a good like mom face.
Stepford Wives
Evil
was
Mom.
good.
True. Her name is
Practical
Shannon.
Magic.
But no, I think the answer is definitely Batman Forever.
It has to be. That she's putting
Pull her up. Batman Forever. Show the kids at
putting the
home.
back signal up in lingerie.
And she gets her transformation by a bunch of stray cats running all over the top of her.
No, that's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, was that Pfeiffer?
Nicole Kidman's the reporter.
Yeah. Nicole Kidman. This is the hottest Kidman.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
Every shot looks like a magazine
Keep
cover.
scrolling. Yeah, she's not Vicky Vale.
No.
There you go. That Batman Forever meme right in the middle. That's what we're talking about. Dr. Chase Meridian,
Yep.
who is not a person from the comics. So I hate it.
I didn't mind it. That movie had enough problems.
Oh, it bothers me. It
But,
bothers me.
That's all I got, Derek. What do you got?
I guess it's from a show, not a movie. But I gotta go with one of the biggest plot twists of my youth. That is a new Super Saiyan. When Trunks shows up from the future
Yeah.
and he goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Not only is there a new Super Saiyan, he's Vegeta's son from the future.
Yeah, but who's his mom, Derek? Who's his mom?
Frickin' Bulma.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys,
Just
Trunks
the way Goku
briefs.
reacts.
His name is basically Pants.
that's not the biggest plot hole, though. It's
Plot
what
hole.
that
Twist.
plot twist.
twist.
The biggest plot twist is what him going to the future or going into the past creates. It creates another
You want to talk Dragon?
universe that we're now looking into. The original universe,
That's right.
they were killed by the androids.
Yep.
That's right.
So this creates
Gohan's
a
got
fissure.
one arm.
Go
Yep.
on. Tell them, John.
That's the Gohan that we were watching on Namek. That's the Gohan that I know. The Gohan that doesn't have to excel because no one's pushing him. He's a weapon. You just have to point him at the thing you want to destroy. He is not the hero of this story. He's not.
One arm Gohan putting up that fight was beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean, but Trunks,
That's the bad
future
play.
Trunks had a rough go of it. He ain't had no Goku, you know, and his dad gets murked too, right?
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, everyone's dead. It's just
Everybody's
him
dead.
and Gohan, and even he loses his master and his best friend Gohan.
Yep.
He's got nothing left. So his mom builds him a time machine.
About one arm to Gohan still gives him the business.
Yeah.
Is it the same mom that was on a planet already with him that had Dragon Balls that they used to bring everyone back that she knew the whole time?
Yeah. I mean, it would have been
Why didn't
everybody.
she send him the fuck to?
They couldn't.
So
get away.
the split is the heart attack. Trunks goes back to give Goku medicine
I don't
so that his
think they know
heart
where
doesn't.
Dynamic is for a while. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But the split is after that. The split is after Frieza. It's when Goku's going to have a heart attack before these androids show up, so nobody's going to be able to do anything. So he comes back just to give him the medicine. And then the second twist is the androids that show up are not the androids that Trunks is scared of. They're two totally different androids
Right,
that
he
he
doesn't
never
know
even
them.
knew about. And that's where this shit gets crazy. Because it's a 17-year-old pair of twins that is the ultimate evil, not a Chinese doll-looking fat guy who gets deliciously destroyed by Vegeta in probably the best Vegeta performance.
Oh my God.
And they were
Let
twins.
me ask you something. This is android like you experience fear.
Yeah.
I love that line.
And
Washing
He's just
machine.
standing on his feet.
Dude,
You're standing on his face. You see his
yes.
feet.
He
and
just,
he's holding
just
him.
leg presses his arms off his body.
He's like, oh.
That's when you get to
starts
see
trying.
Super Vegeta. And
Finally.
he has some of the best roasts ever. He's like, what's he call him? Like a toaster oven, a washing machine. He just keeps slandering him. It's so funny.
yeah, I mean he's good with the stuff even all the way through
Getting off track. That
all the way
saga-
through
oh.
Super Cell, not Perfect Cell. Obviously, that's the difference. With Super Cell, he even just takes one to the face just to see how strong he is, and he's like, "I gave you that one,
Oh, that was imperfect.
And semi-perfect so.
semi-perfect." Clip that for sure.
God,
The
damn,
kids
it's so
love
good. That whole
Trunks.
saga is so good. Even when Giro shows up and like they all split up to go look for him, Yamcha like shows up. But like Yamcha just got trained by King Kai. He's like Ginyu Force level strong. So I was excited to see him. Like, okay,
Stronger.
like let's watch these Z fighters take care of business and just boom, invincible style, just takes them right through the gut. You remember that?
When you play that back, do you think that they're that strong, or they just surprised Yamcha?
They're that strong, I think. Well,
Yeah, well,
surprised.
they're
Because the
If you're
Super
getting
Saiyan level
Force
Goku
strong-
wasn't really. Goku was tiring himself out was the problem. He wasn't having a problem with the androids.
he was just being a
fighting.
dumb fighter using the energy on an energy.
yeah, but also
before
they went to King Kai once. You know, they went to King Kai once, which equates them to being Namek level strong. None of them would have been able to beat Frieza because Goku
no.
got all those enhancements and then went Super Saiyan to be able to beat Frieza. So these androids are much stronger than Frieza.
I don't know if they're stronger than Frieza.
They gotta be because he's
They
got to
don't know
go Super
anything about
Vegeta to
Namek.
beat him.
They don't know anything about Namek though. When they're
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's why the
Yeah,
Super Saiyan
why I
form
didn't know-
surprises Giro because they never got the data from when they went to space.
Even still, though, those androids are stronger than
they're not strong.
base level.
They're not stronger than Frieza.
But the other androids are.
17 and 18 are, but Giro and
Can we give it a goose?
I don't know.
welcome to the Dragon Ball podcast.
Is Dr. Giro stronger than Frieza? Yes. Generally considered stronger, specifically outclassing the 100% power Frieza from the Namek saga. Though he is weaker than Super Saiyans and later models like 17 and 18.
All right, I need words.
There's a power scale directly to Mecha Frieza.
Okay, all right. Well then, yeah, Yamcha's doomed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's why it is. Which is, I'm sure they didn't mean to write it like that, but you know, they just are never going to be strong enough to defeat the current threat.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Now you know Dragon Ball original. You got Goku fighting everybody in the Red Ribbon Army, and he kicks their little butts. He smacks them down. Why is Doctor Gero and his robots like this power? Do they explain that why they're
Yeah.
80,000
They're not
more
humans.
powerful than everybody else in the Red Ribbon Army?
Because the Red Ribbon Army is all humans.
Hey, the army's all made of humans except for the android that looks like Frankenstein. I forget, is it android
Three.
3?
But that's Goku's buddy.
But they ended up becoming friends.
Is his name Ader?
I think it is Ader.
Ader. What a pull, John. Nice. Yeah, so his creations aren't that strong then, but he's so angry about it, he sends this like little ladybug like camera that follows Goku around for the rest of his adventures, collecting data on him because he doesn't want to lose to him again. So he knows when the Red Ribbon Army rebuilds and he rebuilds, he's going to be ready for him. He can take him out. but then he decides he gets everything he needs right before they go to Namek.
What if we're watching that? What if that is like the viewer?
We're watching Giro TV.
Because it switches when?
That's cool.
It switches after they get back from Namek?
Welcome to today's Giro's Daily Streams. Today we're going to be looking at our pal Goku. But anyway, the answer is Dr. Giro turns himself into an android because he needs to monitor this for longer than his body will last.
Right.
And he even has a son. He makes an android that looks like his son. He's got a mohawk with orange hair.
Hey,
A beautiful little boy.
Gohan.
Gohan.
Let it go.
Yes.
All right.
Next.
We are way off topics now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
where
talked
were we?
about Dragon Ball.
That's okay. Those are good shorts.
All right, we're going to talk about trailers.
Yep.
The first full trailer for Street Fighter is finally here, giving us the best look yet at the live-action adaptation. From Jason Momoa as Blanka to Andrew Koji as Ryu, did this trailer win you over, or are you still not as sold on the Street Fighter movie, Derek?
It almost had me and it lost me. You were so freaking close. I haven't been on board with Street Fighter since any of the crap I've seen. It's way too stylized.
Yep.
They're trying to do everything. It's too cheesy. I get the movie's supposed to have cheese. It's not supposed to be a good movie. This is a B movie with just what's supposed to be A+ production. But I don't see it. But when they show the Blanka back in the cage, like getting pulled on the chains and then rips the guy, electrocutes him like a bug zapper, I was like, oh shit. That's cool. All right. And then it shows him bounce around the cage and doing the sidekick move. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then they zoom in on his face and they make him a surfer bro. And I'm just like, God damn it. All you did was just copy paste Jason Momoa's face onto Blanka and let him talk like a surfer bro. You just ruined it. I was that close to being back on board to checking this movie out. Now I don't care anymore.
Is this movie just about Ryu going around collecting heroes?
No. Chun-Li is the one going around collecting heroes. She says it in the trailer.
That's why they're fighting then. That's why men are fighting. Women's collecting them.
I hate this trailer. I've hated all the trailers. You are making a mockery of something that already has good lore. The lore that is in Street Fighter is good enough. It's goofy enough. You don't have to go crazy. They demolished your boy Ken.
Oh,
Ken's your boy.
I'm so mad.
And they made him into a clown. This is a movie about like a guy who used to be a big deal and now isn't anymore. So Ryu has to come back and like shake him out of things. But like, shut the fuck up. That has never been Ken. Ken rules. Ken, even when he gets married and has kids, Ken is still that dog. He never stops training. You know, I don't know what we're doing here. We haven't shown Akuma yet either. I mean, we showed him a little bit, but he doesn't seem integral to the story. So is he just going to be like a super boss that's somewhere in this? M. Bison, I love the guy that's playing M. Bison, David Dalshameen or whatever his name is. Daz Malchin. Late Night with the Devil. Watch that movie.
Love that movie.
He could be doing something, but he's supposed to be an eco-terrorist, and this is supposed to be like a big deal that all of these fighters are getting involved. But now they've got it just being Chun-Li's going around gathering heroes and, you know, saying like, bitch, please, and stuff like that. It's like, this is not who any of the characters are. What are we doing? What are we doing?
SummerSlam was this past weekend, and Cody Rhodes came out in a Guile costume. And
Did they boo?
he didn't get like, it was like a 50-50, but like the way that WWE is leaning into promoting this, I think it's going to backfire more than I previously said it's going to help it. I think it's backfiring now because there's a lot of people fans are like 50-50 on Cody Rhodes, and he's the one that's like showing up at events dressed up like the character.
He's into it, and I respect how
he's doing like the John Cena's thing. So John Cena would wear a Peacemaker costume everywhere he go. Cody's doing the same shit, and Cody, you just don't believe him as being like an authentic person. Everything he does just seems like made up.
Yeah, but also like this version of Guile.
It seems
The fuck?
stupid.
He's too small,
Why is he commenting on, I saw Ryu throwing a fireball? Bitch, you throw sonic booms.
right?
What are you talking about? I hate this. I hate everything about this. But what I hate most is I think people are going to love it. I think people are going to love this. I think people are going to turn this into like a TikTok trend type of movie. I think they're all going to go in to watch it. I think they're going to like it more than Mortal Kombat. And I think we're going to get another one of these goddamn movies, and we're going to treat it like it's a success when it's not going to be a success. The only successful piece of visual media from the Street Fighter franchise is that anime. They should have just remade that alpha anime in live action, and you would satisfy everybody. I don't know what's happening anymore, but what I do know is I'm going to hate it, and I bet thousands of people are going to love it because it's not challenging or difficult or hard or make you think or make you care about these characters. It's just something to put on while I'm on my phone Tindering at the same time.
There you
Right?
have it.
I know you can
Two
add
screen
any-
viewing. That's what people want now.
Perfect.
Two-screen viewing.
All right.
All right, so Marvel has officially found its Emma Frost. Samara Weaving has reportedly been cast as the iconic X-Men mutant, with her debut expected in Marvel Studios' upcoming X-Men reboot. Is she the perfect choice to bring the White Queen to the MCU, or did Marvel make a mistake, Terry?
I like it. I like it a lot. This is right down the barrel. Emma Frost has to be beautiful, has to be a blondie, has to have some titties that are out the whole time.
Everyone in the movie has to be beautiful. Everyone has to be attractive.
Absolutely. But Emma Frost is actually even higher.
She's the more attractive of the attractives.
Yeah, she has to look in a certain way. Samara Weaving looks that way and can act and is not American, which is good. Emma Frost is not an American, so her having an accent is very, very important. She's a good damn actress, so I think this is a quality choice of choosing someone who can actually act instead of who is just pretty.
And being pretty is
an
integral to the character.
Yes, you have
Like,
to
she
be a
uses
seductress.
her feminine wiles to get what she wants, manipulate powerful men, and she's also extremely powerful herself.
Well, she does it in two ways, right? She can do it by being a telepath, but the fact that she can also do it without is kind of one of her defining characteristics. Get that shit out of here.
Look at her. What's your mutant power? Making a human?
Yeah, get that out. Ugh,
Look at that thing.
disgusting. This is Emma Frost. Emma Frost is not that kind of lady. Now, I'm a little
Procreator.
interested in the age gap here because this is supposed to go down a path where she seduces Cyclops away from Jean Grey, and they have a legitimate affair, legitimate relationship, and Sadie Sink versus her. I don't know. I think the age.
How old am I? How old am I?
What do you mean? How old are you? Like in real life?
I'm Cyclops.
You're Cyclops. Cyclops is supposed to
I
be
got
Jean's age.
Sadie Sink, and I got Emma Frost, who's older.
You're going to go after Emma Frost. So maybe it does
After
work.
that movie I just saw, absolutely I'm going after Emma
So maybe
Frost.
it does work.
I'm not telling any of my friends.
Maybe it does work. But here's what I'll say.
Not mine.
This is perfect casting. We finally got some good casting. I have no faith in this movie whatsoever, but that's good casting. That girl can act and she can pull it off. I wonder if we will see diamond form. I don't really need diamond form, but
Have to.
it is part of her character, and it actually shuts her telekinesis down. So when there's a sexy diamond lady coming at you, she's not using her mind. You're just attracted to sexy diamond lady.
But
She's, I mean, yeah, you got to be pretty vindictive to be this character and pretty eloquent. You know, like think like a James Bond
she's the head of the,
female villain.
Hellfire Club.
Right. What?
She's the head of that English club.
Second in command. Because what's his name is in charge?
They're all
Vandal Savage.
Yeah, they're all British Fogelpogles.
No, not Vandal Savage. I'm sorry. Who is the Black King?
They all come off like British elite.
Who leads the Hellfire Club? Sebastian Shaw. Sebastian Shaw, who was Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Also, they knocked this out of the park last time. Like, the last Emma Frost was pretty good.
Oh,
They didn't let her do any
yeah.
psychic shit, but she was well cast, looked right.
Yeah, she convinced that Russian general that they were getting it on. Like, remember he's on the bed, like pretending, like he's like, oh, and she's just like sitting in the chair, like talking to.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
She uses sex to her advantage. So well done. I like this. What about you guys?
I love it. I like Samara Weaving a lot. I just recently watched Ready or Not, and that movie was really fun. Also, speaking of plot twists,
There you go.
then you watch that movie?
Yeah.
I liked the end of that where you're like, oh, they're talking about the supernatural pact with the devil the whole time. Like, okay, sure, it's just rich people doing their shit. And then those fuckers start exploding at the end of the movie. I loved it. I thought that was really cool. And I thought she was wonderful the entire time. So I'm excited to see her in this role. I think she could be like the cunning seductress.
She's a great actress. She looks the part. I don't see a downside to this, no matter how old she is.
All right.
They can have that love affair in like 2 movies from now when he's 23.
Yeah, and you won me back on that. You won me back on that because, yeah, you're right. If you are 21 and this chick comes up to you, you got no chance.
If you're any age.
You got no chance.
If you're any age. So more reported X-Men casting news may have surfaced. According to a new rumor, Charles Melton is being eyed to play Beast, while Cailee Spaeny is reportedly set for Rogue in Marvel Studios' upcoming X-Men reboot. If true, what do you think of these choices? Are these the right actors to bring 2 of the franchise's most iconic mutants to the MCU? What do you think, Terry? Can we actually pull those people up?
First of all, Milquetoast, they have to go with that plot line. It is integral that Cyclops leaves Jean. Like, integral, because it triggers other things.
Yeah.
And
You don't
like,
have
it's
cable.
awesome getting caught in the psychic affair, and it's related to Madeline Pryor and a bunch of other shit.
This dude's going to play Beast.
That's fine. Okay, cool.
I mean,
see-
they're going to CG him most of it.
This is going to
probably.
be
I mean, give him
like
glasses.
this is going to be like a CW show.
I don't know if the kid can act, so
Yeah, I don't know.
the last guy could act. That was Nicholas. What's his name?
She's reportedly
Yeah.
set
Yeah,
to play
Nicholas Hoult did a good
Rogue.
one.
Oh no!
So you know what you're doing if you cast a young Rogue like this. You're not getting, and especially in the MCU,
Fuck, you know,
you're not getting Captain
Well,
Marvel powers. You're getting.
you're not doing. You're not. What this
I'm tired
says to
of
me is
Kid
this
Rogue.
says.
I'm so tired of
Yeah.
Kid Rogue that's just the emo teen, like trying to be Raven. I want to see adult Rogue with Gambit. I want to see the Miss Marvel powerhouse with the quippy lines.
Yeah.
She's very like charismatic and funny, and she has that southern like charm / fire to her. We don't get that anymore. Every time they do, it's just like a depressed emo teen.
Because they're trying to remake the original one in which they fucked up and made Rogue Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde is supposed to be the young girl that Wolverine takes in just like Jubilee and helps
Right.
turn them into people in later X-23. Like, it was never Rogue. It was just in that movie they were like, let's just put these 2 characters together
Right.
and do that. Like, Rogue, there's never been a young Rogue and Wolverine thing except for in that one friggin' movie and X2. But yeah, I hate that. I hate that, actually.
You almost say Kitty Pryde disappeared.
This guy.
I was waiting the whole time.
God, he's been locked and loaded over here. He's been waiting all day. He's been waiting to come in.
This is why I'm drinking
Yeah.
beers, because of John's I'm suffering his buffoonery, as Tommy Lee Jones once said to Jim Carrey on Batman Forever.
I have a lot of it. So, speaking a lot of it and whatever, Freddy Krueger could finally be returning to the big screen, but not with just one movie. Reports claim Warner Brothers is eyeing Lee Cronin to direct a new Nightmare on Elm Street, while Paramount is developing a reboot, its own reboot. If both happen, which version are you most or more excited for? Derek?
Say that again.
I don't know how I feel about Paramount, but
They're making 2 different Freddys.
but I like some Lee Cronin. I think he could do a great job with that character.
Yeah.
I want to see some real ambitious, creepy kills and some dreamscapes that are hellish and nightmarish. I think Lee Cronin's definitely the guy for that.
Did you watch his Mummy film?
Yeah,
You did.
I loved it.
You liked it.
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it.
I didn't see it.
No,
I was advised
horror
not to
really
see it.
lends itself nice to Freddy
That's what I was
Krueger's type
thinking.
of grossness.
Right. He's going to be doing a lot of trippy stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of cool practical things here.
Old ladies being like the grandmom in your house, and then you turn around and it's Freddy laughing.
Right. Yeah.
Just old ladies. Old ladies in horror films, never support them. They're always evil. They're
Can't-
always like a witch. They're always,
Yeah. Those and little kids.
they allow the evil to come in.
It's gonna burn. Remember that
Yeah.
that weird angel movie? That movie was fucking awesome. I don't know why more people don't talk about that movie. That ruled.
What, Legion?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie
Legion
was
was
great.
way better than it gets credit for.
I liked Legion a lot.
Yeah.
The old lady at the diner eating the rare steak.
And it was
Oh.
just not based on like anything else. Like it was just coming out at a time where everything was based on something. And this was just like, here's a weird movie. It's probably based on a comic or something like that, but it wasn't like
It is.
They weren't setting it up for a franchise. I liked that it was just a movie. Here's an angel. And then I think the angel's name is Lucian. And then the other angel, the archangel, Gabriel comes and they have a fucking fight and stuff like that. And I love that. That looked very. You know what that was? I like the Keanu Reeves Constantine vibe.
Let's do Constantine 2. I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it out loud. Let's do a reboot. Something.
It's been greenlit. They just haven't done anything.
Constantine is one of my favorite characters in that universe. I think he
No, but I like the blonde smoking one. I loved Keanu Reeves.
That's what I'm talking about. Classic Constantine.
Yeah.
Not Keanu. No offense. That movie was
It was good.
fine.
The atmosphere in
fine.
Keanu Constantine is much better than the movie itself.
I agree. Exactly. That atmosphere was also in Legion, which is why I liked it.
Yeah, and the devil in the Constantine movie.
That's the best devil ever on screen.
That's one of the best devils ever. They do a lot of things right, but I want to see the blonde, drunk Constantine that has just cursed his own life.
Just fucking slamming Zatanna.
Those DC animated movies were really my introduction to Constantine.
That's the best way to.
It is a great series to read. The Vertigo series that was written by Alan Moore is in real time. It starts when he's like 24. It ends when he's 60 something. It's so good. It's like incredible. It's called Hellblazer. Super, super great. Now, on to this Kruger thing. I am actually for multiple interpretations of a character like this. It works especially well in horror. Horror, reboot. Go for it. Like there's
Godzilla.
Gojira. But I love the idea of actually two Freddys. I love the idea of people just take Freddy and do shit. Just do stuff with the character. We need more people to start doing this because maybe, just maybe, we will start getting comic book guys to do that too, where you get 3 Batman movies coming out in 5 years, and they're all different Batman, and they're all different types of Batman from different things. Like Elseworlds is good. This is all good stuff. But Freddy Krueger, I liked his last reboot. I thought it was fine. You know, a lot of people didn't like it much.
Too soon with the CGI, and it was a little uncomfortable to watch because it leaned really hard into like
The pedophile.
the child stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've come around to the utility of a multiverse, but Marvel has no business doing a multiverse. They can't do it.
You could do it easily too, because I mean, every comic book hero, not every, but most, have more than one title
And more than
you
one
can-
writer.
Yeah, you can do like Action Comics. You can do like a Superman. You could do the Amazing Spider-Man. Like you can call the movie what it is, and that's how you know which guy's doing it. You know, if you're like Matt Reeves is doing the Batman, you know, then you have like, what's Batman, the Batman Family one?
Batman Family?
Isn't there, what are the books called? What are the books?
Well, there's a couple. There's Batman. There is Detective Comics.
Detective Comics.
Yeah, that was like everybody else.
Yeah, you could do like Detective Comics could be Matt Reeves. You could have like Batman and his family and how
You could do Ultimates.
I don't
all
know.
that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's what these characters are for, but also do them with characters that are kind of B-league so that no one's going to care. And then eventually people will be like, oh, man, we should do this with an A-lister.
We should have done that from Jump.
Agreed. Moving on.
Moving on is the Blade reboot has been stuck in development for years, and now Mahershala Ali seems ready to move on. After years of delays, the Oscar-winning actor says Marvel had every opportunity to make the movie happen, but didn't. Is this the final nail in the coffin for Blade, or can Marvel still turn things around, Derek?
Only been one Blade. Only ever going to be one Blade. I think Wesley Snipes is probably the only Blade. I don't know why Marvel keeps shutting this down. I don't know. Internet, tell me. I don't know why, but that sucks. I would have been here for it.
I think when you have a movie tied into like how Marvel and everything has to connect, I think when they're not quite sure what is going to fit into the next one, or they're course correcting, then some of your movies may or may not fit into that course correction. So I think this is a testament to more like, do they know what they're actually fucking doing, more than like, would this movie have been good or not?
Yeah.
And it's a shame that this one's not going to happen, even though I still think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I mean, anybody who's a big leaguer that comes into Marvel is going to want to look at the script, and Ali rejected at least 3 scripts. So they weren't giving him what he wanted to do, and they weren't giving him something big enough. And remember, it started with him. Mahershala Ali called Kevin Feige after winning the Oscar and said Blade. And then they couldn't come up with a story that he thought was on the level of Blade.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think there's something to be said about that, but also get some good writers and make the friggin' movie. He's an Oscar winner. Why wouldn't you want an Oscar winner to join your team and do something great? Like, get the damn script done. There's more than one writer in Hollywood. What are we doing?
I'd love to see Midnight
Take the
Suns.
best comic run ever of Blade. Get it going.
Could you imagine Midnight Suns?
I don't. Yes, but I don't. A lot of people talk about Midnight Suns. Like, it's wild to me that people even know about it.
Because of the game that came out. I think.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think that pushed.
Because like I would love Midnight Suns. It would be awesome, you know. But and now that we're getting Ghost Rider, it's one step closer.
That's what I'm saying.
Have Blade be the through line for that. So like how Tony Stark was for the Avengers and like that.
Oh, showing up in all the end credit scenes.
He's the one that's like recruiting
If
people.
we're getting a new Wolverine, also like
Just have him like
Just
getting off
start
the motorcycle,
putting them all together.
saying we got to talk.
Hey, we gotta talk.
They'll say that one, be like,
coming
you're
up to
alive.
Johnny
There's
with
vampires.
their motorcycles talking. You get Blade.
Yeah, I'm a day walker. Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me. I'm the daywalker.
I'm a vampire. I got
Oh.
sharp
I'm the
teeth.
leprechaun.
Go. All right, guys. Speaking about, I don't know, but X-Men '97 episode 7 premiered last week from season 2. And Derek, do you want to take it away?
Best theme.
Oh, we're done.
Best theme song ever. Yeah. So,
You know what? Clip that.
all right,
that as a short.
we're back to the Savage Lands now,
Yeah.
which is a lot going on here. I'm trying to rack my brain. So, Mr. Sinister's mutation blockers are up the towers,
Yep.
and we got Rogue, Professor X, Beast, who somehow stays in his Beast form during.
Dude, that was my only point.
Right?
I'll sit here.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was weird that so Mr. Sinister's, if you didn't know this, he basically rules the Savage Land, and he has these towers that shoot out these frequencies that block your mutations from activating. So I don't know why Beast was still in his Beast form. That kind of threw me off. I thought we would just see a regular Hank McCoy, but whatever. That's like my one thing.
And Nightcrawler.
Yeah, same with Nightcrawler too.
I think secondary mutations, like it doesn't affect.
Yeah, it's not a cosmetic thing, maybe. I don't know.
No powers.
I don't know. They can't make you handsome, but
They're both pretty handsome animals.
they are. They are. You say he's a sexy beast.
Yeah.
Um,
Extremely.
sorry, I'll see myself out. But I lost track because I'm thinking about.
They're flying Savage
Savage
Land.
Land.
Savage Land. They got to go rescue. They're on a rescue mission, and Bishop and Polaris,
yeah.
who I said were gonna bang, end up right on top of
Yeah,
each other after
sure
that.
do.
And I'm like, here we go. Let's get some Bishop Polaris lovemaking on Disney Channel. They go in there, and there's this whole thing because there's a mission to go into the Savage Land because they got to go get Sabretooth's son, Graydon Creed,
That's what it was.
rescued from the acolytes. So this, we ram bam jam in here because all of a sudden, oh shit, we start this off with Colossus losing his sister, which fuck, Magic.
Ileana!
Yes. No.
Yeah,
We
Magic's
get
such a
no,
cool character.
which is always great.
Ileana!
And that changes him. He's like, I'm going to become an acolyte. Fuck this shit.
Right.
And they're the acolytes of Magneto, which means it's a much harsher way of looking at the world and looking at mutants versus humans, which is basically mutants are number one. Fuck y'all humans. And Graydon Creed is trying to become president and trying to say that mutants are evil, even though his mommy and his daddy are also mutants.
Yeah, Mystique and Sabretooth.
Which leads Nightcrawler, who is his half brother, to go on this crusade of like, we have to save him. And remember, he's a man of the frock. Like he wears, is it frock or flock? I think it's frock. Frock. Like he wears the Catholic collar, and he's like, I believe in forgiveness. This is my thing. I'm gonna go do that. So he decides he's going out, and Colossus helps them, and then of course they meet Exodus, rather, who we saw at the end of. He was one of the two scenarios that you ended up with at the end of X-Men '97, the first season. And basically, Colossus sits judge to determine whether Graydon Creed can escape or not. And, Exodus goes in and basically has a hate-spewed speech, but, all the mutants are on his side because fuck that guy. He's saying, like, if I become president, I will get rid of the mutants. I'll give them inhibitor chips, the whole 9 yards. And then Nightcrawler is trying to appeal to the other side and does it very effectively. However, that doesn't go well, and they decide, to shoot him. Like, fuck it, we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, before Colossus can even make his ruling,
Correct.
Exodus is just like, no, I will not let this happen, and just attacks Colossus.
And nobody can do anything about it because they don't have powers. But then we get Bishop and we get Polaris riding.
Not each other.
Riding dinosaurs and with pistols taking out the tower so that we're able to make the great escape. However, during this, we have an amazing Nightcrawler moment where Nightcrawler, a religious person who just stuck his neck out and tried to save this man and say everything he could for his half-brother, gets double-crossed because ultimately Graydon Creed gets a gun.
Yeah.
And takes a shot off. And Nightcrawler's like, no, you had a chance. Now I'm going to teleport you into the middle of nowhere and leave you there. So, like, it's a great Nightcrawler episode. I love Nightcrawler episodes. I like that he goes with his on guard and then takes out his thing. I like that he is a man who really does think some people can be redeemed no matter what. I like that from, like, a religious standpoint. But I also like that, you wronged me. I stuck my neck out for you and you wronged me. Now I'm taking you out here. And then basically pulls a Batman Begins. I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you either. Which is the best way to treat your enemies if you're a God-fearing person.
I don't know. I can't remember back in the animated series if they ever admitted that Nightcrawler's mom is Mystique.
They did.
They do.
They did?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that Rogue is also...
I don't remember the Rogue one, but I do
Rogue-
remember Mystique and Destiny having a discussion about Rogue in an episode.
It is acknowledged.
I think that's what it
that
is.
Rogue is also a sibling.
Because I think there was a part... Well, Rogue was adopted, though. Right?
Yeah, but there's an episode with Mystique and Destiny
There was
for sure.
A young Rogue is working with her mom, and that's when she's running away, and Captain Marvel shows up, and she does the old whammy on her, but inherits her powers because she's on her for too long.
But she's like over 18 when she does that. Because it fucks up Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't remember all of it.
Yeah, Rogue holds on to Miss Marvel for too
Well, it's
long.
cool that they leaned into it.
Yes, it's very cool. However, like, yeah, that's tough when a Creed is something you feel bad for him because it's like, oh yeah,
And all these,
he was also abandoned by his mother, but left with fucking Sabretooth.
Raised by
it shows you the bad side of the mutants. Like, not only humans are doing that with, like, they're churning away their children when they're mutants, but also mutants are now turning away their kids.
Right. So he gives that speech about how he was waiting until he was 13 for his powers to show up so he could be who his father wanted him to be. And when he wasn't, all hell broke loose. He had to,
I would turn away Clark if he wasn't in the weightlifting. I would put that puppy right in the woods with a bag of water.
No, you wouldn't. How dare you? Great episode. Thought it was a great episode. Obviously, we're still not back to the level of episode 4 with the whole apocalypse thing, but how do you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The end of this episode showed the cards from Gambit, and everyone's like, how?
Yeah.
So, like, it's coming back around. We're going
I
to
saw the trailer. It's going to be...
cannot wait for death.
Yeah, but I'm a little more excited for Onslaught. Of like,
Is that guy... Who's the guy he's very strong. He fought...
Strong guy?
No, not strong guy. He's the leader of the acolytes.
Exodus.
Yeah, so his outfit kind of reminds me of
Of Onslaught?
yeah. Is there anything with that?
I don't think
I don't think so. I don't
think he's correlated to him.
The back things that shoot out look like Onslaught's.
Really? No, I don't remember.
I don't remember them being correlated, but it doesn't mean I'm right because
All right.
comics are deep and ever going, so I might be wrong somewhere.
You know.
X-Men 97.
But also, doesn't Exodus just die from getting shot? He's like supposed to be an all-powerful mutant. He's at least alpha level.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why you can take Storm out easily if you just have a little bit of power. Literally, I watched a movie where the Punisher was able to stand up to the Hulk. You don't think I can't stand up to Storm?
No, because I think she'll get you with her feminine wiles, and then
Well, that's
that'll be
true.
it.
I'll pop her.
What are you going to attack Storm with?
A gun. What do you mean?
Desert
Boom.
Eagle.
Pow.
50 caliber.
Yeah, what do I
50
need?
caliber beat. Probably take her out.
Dude, you pull a trigger, that's a lot faster than you're like, winds of Zulu.
You could snipe her.
John can kill anyone if he's got enough time to prepare.
And enough
John just needs prep time.
John just needs prep time.
No, I need the other character to have none. That's how I'll be successful. Not that I need time to prepare, but they cannot have any time to prepare.
Right.
You're just,
And they can't be bulletproof.
well, if they are, I'll drop acid on you.
Got to take prep every day.
Yeah, milquetoast. That's right. When I hear Onslaught, all I think of is the failed Heroes Reborn. Yeah, but getting into Heroes Reborn was kind of fun. That's what Onslaught did, and then obviously he was a rebooter, much like Cable is. Whenever Cable shows up in comics, it means something big's gonna happen. Dude, you know what we didn't talk about? When the Apocalypse thing, do you remember seeing the Watcher in the background?
Yes.
That was so
I loved
fucking
that.
cool.
This show is so ripe with
There's Easter eggs.
They said nothing. Nothing about it. He was just boom. He was there, and you're like, oh, this is
Because he's the
big deal.
Watcher. He's not supposed to.
So cool. I wish they did that. They should do that in the MCU.
Maybe they will.
Maybe they will.
Feige.
Yeah, I'm not trusting Feige right now, though. Congratulations on your $1 billion. All right, let's keep moving.
Well, what's moving would be the Spider-Man.
All right. I'm leaving. I didn't watch it, but you can watch these guys get us a lot of views in the next week.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to step out.
And are you going to come back?
Yeah.
All right. Where are you going?
My back hurts.
It's just me. Everyone's trying to distance themselves from me because they know how upset I am about this movie. So I put a post out. And Derek will be back. Oh, by the way, we do a second stream now for Nintendo Bros at 10 o'clock. So go ahead and stick around and watch with us if you're still up. All right. Spider-Man, I went and saw, and I thought I was going to like it. And there are parts that I really, really liked. And in the beginning of this movie, it's going great. We're seeing these comic panels that are beautiful. It's beautifully shot. It's beautifully acted. It's nicely directed. But we're seeing the Punisher. We're seeing all these different villains. We're seeing Spider-Man be Spider-Man at street level. And we're like, thank God, this is what we were hoping for. Street level Spider-Man. And then all of a sudden, we get introduced to the villain of the film. And it seems kind of cool. Like, oh, this is interesting. What is this? But in the back of my mind, I'm praying, please don't tell me this is who it is. Please tell me there is a secret character that none of us know about. Don't do this. And it's just sitting there with me the whole time I'm watching the movie. And then I'm in there with kids. I'm in there with teens, and nobody's saying a word for a long time, which is not like a Spider-Man movie. Usually there are cheers and there's excitement. But I'm starting to notice, boy, there's not, for as much Spider-Man as we're seeing on screen, there's not a lot of Spider-Manning happening. We're getting it in, but it feels like it's the bare minimum. Feels like we're spending a lot of time with Peter, which is also cool. But then we're focusing on this other plot line, which is, my friends forgot about me or whatever, and that he's dealing with it. But then we start to get the first twist that I'm on edge with, because it's like, okay, shit, this is a movie about Spider-Man being sad, and that is manifesting in him becoming not the other, not Man-Spider like we all hoped, not this horror movie that we were all looking forward to, but you are losing your humanity when you get more Spider in there. And now it becomes, okay, I got to reduce Spider because I'm sad and overworked. I love that he's sad and overworked, but this does not lead to him not being a superhero. He gets through it. Even when everything is terrible, Spider-Man is Spider-Man, and he never wins. That's the ethos to Spider-Man. And I'm okay with that. I'm even for that. But I'm looking around and I'm like, boy, nobody is having a good time in this theater. what is happening? Like, this is a cool drama, but it feels like everything is so disjointed and taking so long that in the middle of the movie, I'm just like, this should have been a series. This feels like a series because it feels so disjointed from everything. And there's parts that you love. Spider-Man and Punisher, great. Spider-Man and Hulk, great. Spider-Man being Spider-Man with the police, where you see him like walking in and out of buildings, great. But there's this thing that is happening where I'm like, please don't tell me this is the villain. Please, like, we can't go that route. And, you know, you're watching the movie and all of a sudden you are starting to get a little bored. Things are taking a long time. And there's a good drama in here. All the Spider-Man parts are great. But every time we do something outside of Spider-Man, aside from Punisher, because the Punisher debuted in Spider-Man, folks, so he belongs there, it starts to weigh. And you're like, fuck. These damage control scenes do not feel right. This cop scene feels way too drawn out. Interesting, but drawn out. And she keeps talking about, you know, you're in over your head. You got to relax. You got to relax. You got to relax. There's no fucking time to relax. Stop it. He's obviously still in love with his friends and whatnot, which I understand and which is great. But then he has to go on this mission and kind of chase this weird lead. And, you know, we all knew Jean Grey was in this movie. I accidentally spoiled it earlier in the podcast. But then people start dying. People are being killed by this thing. And I'm like, in my head, I cannot stop in there. I'm like, no. We can't be doing this. At the very least, it's Madeline Pryor. This cannot be Jean Grey killing people right now. We cannot be starting the X-Men with a murderer and not a Phoenix, a fucking murdering girl who is 16, 17. She hadn't even gone to school yet, so we know she's in her teens. I'm like, we're on an irredeemable path. I cannot come back. Tell me they've got something up their sleeve. So, you know, the thing keeps going. And again, it's like really drawn out. And I'm watching people in the theater. I'm like, nobody's having a good time. And these two little kids who are there in Spider-Man masks have not seen Spider-Man since the opening, like since the intro, you know? And then it's about, you know, we gotta protect Mary Jane. But then it happens. The entity, the villain, who we don't know who is, throws a guy in traffic. Fucking murders him. Done. Murdered. Dead. We saw some people get shot. We saw some weird stuff. This guy's fucking dead in cold blood. And I'm like, oh boy, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We have an irredeemable problem. And what do? They go psychological on this thing. And now we're turning into a movie about depressed people who have been through tough shit and how to deal with that. And the villain is Jean Grey committing murders, utterly destroying the mutants before they even had a time to get started. And it's going to be all just okay. Why? No fucking reason. Because you're sad. You're allowed to murder people when you're sad. Who the fuck is Sarah?
I don't understand.
So upset.
When you have a movie that has Spider-Man, the Hulk, and the Punisher, why there isn't more action?
Yes.
Why, when you have those three characters in a movie, the trailers basically gave you the action parts of those three being together. You don't even have to watch the movie. The trailer literally did what trailers should not do. And it's like gas. I guess it is supposed to do it. But gasses up a bad movie, right? So let's take all the parts that we know that you want to see. We'll put them in the trailer. And then you go watch the movie. It has nothing to do with that.
Yep.
How am I, all this time, everyone was talking about they wanted to see Hulk, like a wild Hulk, a crazy Hulk.
Savage Hulk.
And you're seeing him. And you're telling me this whole time I could have got him in one of these 20-something films.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it at all. It makes me more angry about the road they went down when they had the nerdy Hulk. The other thing is Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
Yeah.
She's not attractive enough to get Wolverine and Cyclops to fight over her. Not attractive enough.
Right.
Jean Grey is beautiful. Also, Hugh Jackman's sticking around Marvel for a while. And Sadie Sink, it looks to be like she's 16.
She did, yeah.
So, like, I guess we could do what we talked about with the other one earlier, but that seems like there's a little problem there.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't think either one of us thought it was bad acting. The acting was good. The acting was good, and I think that's what's confusing everyone. It is shot incredibly. This cinematography is fan-fucking-tastic. These are some of the best action shots and comic-to-life sequences I've ever seen. I get the shot I have said for years on this podcast I want. I get
Kick
the
the
Punisher.
door down, Punisher's holding the hospital.
I didn't hear him say, I need a medic, which would have made it great. But again, that I've been waiting for that. I didn't expect the Punisher to do it. But here's the thing. What's so frustrating is we would have had an awesome film if you changed the fucking villain. If it was a Spider-Man villain. If it was goddamn Kingpin or somebody like that. Somebody that is on Frank Castle's radar. That's where we're going to go. Because the Frank Castle stuff worked.
You also
the
have,
Hulk stuff worked.
You also have Frank Castle, so why doesn't he just do all the murdering?
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything about the character of Jean Grey. You could have him being controlled by her, and there's like a thing to it where like it just revs up his idea to want to kill.
Yeah, but Jean's not
something.
a killer.
Well, no,
Jean
I know,
Grey is
but,
not a killer.
like she couldn't work on Spider-Man, so maybe it didn't want to work on Frank either. I don't know. But
Sure. But that is my big thing is like once we went down that path, I'm like, we're fucked. We just corrupted one of the main characters, and people are going to try and woo-woo this away. She's not Dark Phoenix yet. That's the whole point, is Jean Grey is a perfect child up until she goes dark for reasons that are not her fault, which is why like the soul and her humanity are so crucial to be kept sacred, because then that flip is so much worse. But you just demolished it by making her a killer with a character that nobody gives a fuck about and never even showed up in the comics as a kid. Like, Sarah Gray does show up eventually, but she's ashamed of Jean. And it doesn't like that Jean can read her mind and stuff like that, and doesn't want her kids to become mutants and is worried about that. That's her arc.
you know, a lot of problem with this film is the corner they wrote themselves in when they killed off Uncle Ben. So
I guess.
like no. Uncle Ben should have been in that dream where the dream world where
Aunt May.
Aunt May showed up. That should have been Uncle Ben. And the cop, the detective, should have been Aunt Jane or Mary Jane or Aunt
May.
Aunt May. That's Aunt May right there, telling him, slow down.
Mm-hmm.
You're tired. You know, it's just an older cop detective is telling him that. But I just think all this stuff with Spider-Man, like it's cool. Even he looked a little weird in the costume. Like just his body frame and actually walking around in that costume, it looked a little off for me.
See, I'm on the other side. I think there is so much good about this film, and I think there's a great film in here, but we just made a wildly poor choice in the villain. And I know there were other drafts that Jean Grey was not the villain in.
And he's making baby Iron Man in the suit. Stop doing that. Be Spider-Man. Stop being baby Iron Man.
Yeah, also, Yelena did not work at all. Black Widow did not work at all. I don't know. There was the comedy in there felt totally flat. Nobody had any laughs. Wasn't interesting. She's acting like she's a bigger hero than Spider-Man, which no, you're not. The new Avengers very clearly are a joke to everyone.
I think
especially former Avengers.
No, I think Marvel was doing like, hey, look at the cool cameo we just did.
I think so too.
That worked back when you had like Thor show up in an Avenger movie, or Captain America showed up in
not Yelena.
Not Yelena.
And then the whole thing, exactly, Milquetoast. Second stringer. Spider-Man is a first stringer. He was on the real Avengers. Come on. Like, you're not going to do this. You're not going to take a character and make us give a shit more than fucking Spider-Man. And billions of people just showed you. I am happy that this made a lot of money, but I am shocked. I will be shocked if in week 2 and week 3 people are still talking about this movie, because it was very boring to the very group that Disney bought Marvel for. 12 to 18-year-old boys. Disney had nothing for. Nothing. And that is why they bought Marvel. And this movie does not appeal to 12 to 18-year-old boys. It appeals to 32-year-old women.
Yeah, true. I mean, what I was telling you when we got in here, I think the comic book writers and the movie writers are no longer writing for us. They write for what they think an angsty teen is going to be like.
They're writing for depression.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
that
sick
whole,
of it.
That whole new Avengers movie.
Yeah, because they know the
that
whole
was
internet
all about, and
get
that's
on
the
their side.
director of X-Men. He's directing X-Men.
Yeah, we're fucked.
So you're going to get exactly angsty teen, but you're not going to get that action to offset it. So now you're just getting like the WB or the
be
CW.
a hero. That's the antithesis to this is not accept your depression. It's overcome it and be a fucking hero.
Yeah.
You know, like and like the answer is not have a good talk. Fuck that. The answer is someone's got to be taken out.
I seen it in the new Avengers. I saw it in He-Man. Now I'm watching in this one where let's just talk down the villain. No, I don't want to see that.
No.
I want to see you fucking shit up.
I honestly prayed in the middle of this movie that it was Mephisto, who notoriously, Brand New Day comes right after Mephisto is in Spider-Man and forces him to give up his marriage in order to save Aunt May's life and restart. And part of me would like, honestly, that would save this because then we're not destroying Jean Grey before she had a chance to even go anywhere.
And you know what's bullshit? Go ahead, you have more?
I do. The other character was, are they going to do Superior Spider-Man and have Doc Ock show up this way? Because Doc Ock becomes a body swapper later on. But no, they gave Jean a power she never fucking had. She doesn't do this. She's never done this. Charles does this. She's a telepath. Charles is, no. She's a telekinetic. Charles is a telepath. Two different things. Yes, can read minds, but doesn't do any of that stuff. It's just so frustrating. The movie people literally don't know who that is. Who is? They like it doesn't matter. You have to give them. You gotta. It doesn't matter what they want. Give them what they need when it comes to these movies.
Comics are rich in good stories. Just tell the stories. Tell the goddamn stories. How do you have a movie with and like you said, you're happy they made money? I'm not. I wish this movie would have bombed, and then everyone would have to start all over again. I wish this movie totally fell on its face, because now they're gonna see that this did well, and they're gonna lean into it, and they're gonna be like, "See, we knew it. This movie did well. We're gonna keep writing movies this way, and people are not gonna respond to it eventually, and then great, we're not getting the movies we want to see anymore." I was really disappointed by this film. I was saying the whole time that this is going to bring people back. This is going to reinvigorate Marvel. It did none of that for me. If anything, it made me less interested in Marvel. You had a movie with Spider-Man who, name value alone, I think it's like Campia said, like besides Batman, just sticking his name on a title of a film gives you almost $1 billion gross right off the gate. Because he's Superman would be local, national, but these guys are like international. These guys are just the globe, and that's what you put out. Yeah. And everyone was excited to see a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah,
everyone was excited to see not someone being Iron Man Jr. And what did you do? You tried to retcon things, and then you had to take them away. And the like, you're not going to have a suit, an Iron Man suit, but then you're going to give yourself like Iron Man suit powers.
I didn't bump into that as much as I was like, what the fuck are we doing fighting a corporation?
Why is a fucking secret friend handshake the way to stop one of Doctor Strange's powers? Why was kissing his girl like the power of love? Why is that something that's wiping away magic?
Again, great scene, but Jean Grey doesn't do that. That's not who that fucking character is.
Does Jean Grey legitimately have a sister?
Yes. But her whole family hates her and prays that she doesn't have mutants. But I had to look it up. It's not widely known because it has nothing to do with her character. Her character is she's Marvel Girl. She's a wonderful person who is like a beam of light that everybody loves and everybody falls in love with because she's kind and she's pure. And that kindness and pureness gets flipped on its head when she gets overtaken by Dark Phoenix. Jean and Phoenix never kill. Only Dark Phoenix does. It's fucking frustrating. The comics are not just raw material, Milk Toast. The comics are your Bible. Don't fucking break it.
Don't fucking do it.
You know what's not breaking the Bible?
What?
X-Men 97.
Goddamn right.
What's the best Marvel property right now?
Fucking
X-Men 97.
It's New Testament gold.
Just Fucking follow the goddamn lore and stop doing this to our characters.
Stop it.
A superhero is supposed to be a paragon. It's supposed to be better than the rest of us. Stop trying to make it like, oh, they're just like us. They also need fucking Prozac. Get out of here with that shit.
Couldn't said better myself.
Hate it.
I think
supervillains are people trying to do evil.
Or directors,
chemicals going wrong. In
or directors trying to put their stamp on characters and change it just a little bit so it's theirs. Like
Feige did this though.
Feige did this. Gunn does it. Like, stop telling stories of people that we don't give a shit about. The reason why they're third tier characters is because no one gives a shit about them. No one buys their book. They've been around for years. I don't want to see. Oh, I'm going on James Gunn rant. Whatever. This is still relevant. Why in Spider-Man has the Sinister Six? He has a really good rogues gallery. Why can't you pick a villain from the rogues gallery that hasn't been used yet and put him out there to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? You have Jean Grey is your villain?
It's stupid.
And you use the Hulk? You couldn't pick another character that she could have got? Like, put Juggernaut in there. Introduce more X-Men people. You're putting in the Hulk in there just so you can tease everything that we've ever wanted in like a 2-minute scene. He's not even in there that much.
I mean, it's here's the thing. Like,
are people going to like the Predator?
But those parts fucking worked. That's what's
that was
so
wonderful.
Upsetting.
You know that it's good.
Hulk. Okay. Hulk recognized Peter. Hulk recognized not Peter, but Hulk recognized Spider-Man as a friend. Hulk has done that. Hulk is beyond Doctor Strange's magic. That made sense how he wore him down. Also, devastated about what he did. But it should have been a villain to make that happen, not Jean Grey.
Also, here's the thing.
Was Frank Schotter.
Are Spider-Man's, the thing that they take away the power, is that like a Gen 1 version of what they're going to use to use?
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man helped develop the mutant chip, which I thought that was great. Honestly, that was the only mutant we needed. It was the only mention, because then all of us would have been like, oh my God, those are the collars. Like, the collars are being developed. Great for mutant.
That's all we needed.
I want to know what the first script was.
You could have had an end credit scene with Jean Grey. You could have had her in the car, going to New York. We all know it's upstate New York, where she's going. You could have done a thing about that. Just a girl gets in the car, and you just see it like next stop or the name in the city that she's going to, or X Manor or something like that in the distance. Like, let me write the movie. And then Spider-Man given the rub. That's what I mean. It doesn't have to make them. It doesn't mean they have to be an enemy in this movie. She could have even helped him.
I would have been fine with that. But they
like the hand is mystical or magical, and he could have probably needed a way to get around them, and she could have like taken over their consciousness. Like something like that would have been more realistic, where it's jumping back and forth because they're all trying to attack him at one time, and maybe she's doing that.
And also, the power up is kind of bullshit. Okay, he was transforming because he was evolving, and then suddenly he can just lock in and do it for no fucking reason.
Why is everything feelings now?
I don't know. I hate it. I'm so upset, and I'm so upset that kids are going to have to deal with this as their Spider-Man. And at this point, I'm like, get rid of the creative team, get Miles Morales in here fast.
I think Marvel's done. I don't want to see anymore. Yeah. I'm ready to just like watch Doomsday and Secret Wars and call it a day, and then I'll just be casual Marvel for the rest of my life. There's just,
and enjoy the video games and the comics and the TV, because that's all fine. Not Disney Plus shows. I'm saying specifically X-Men 97.
Yeah, and I'll just buy omnibuses, and it's cheaper.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out on Marvel. I will only see the big films, but I don't believe they're ever going to recover and be what they were during that first generation, and they will lose. They will lose boys 12 to 18, which means those 12 to 18-year-olds will not drag their girlfriends to see the movies when they're in their 20s and 30s, which is what's happening now. You planted the seeds when we were 13 to bring people and create it to be the thing. But if you abandon 12 to 18-year-old boys, fuck you.
Here's what I think is a major problem, and I forgot.
They're not making comic book movies for boys anymore?
Well,
that's pissing me off. Like, what is this shit? It was for us. You did this for us, and you're losing us. Us, you and me, 17-year-olds.
So like what they
But I care about those kids.
when
They're
they-
not going to get the experience I had.
I was onto it and I forgot it again.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. The medicine clouds my brain and my judgment. It gives me spider powers. But I don't
Fucking make it Psylocke if you want to do
Don't
it. At
see
least
this.
She's a killer.
Don't see this movie. This movie sucks. It tells you right now where Marvel is, and you know I don't want anyone to go out and see this anymore and they make any more money. I want them to just stop making money right where they're at.
Yeah, it's done.
Let's look on to Clayface. Hopefully that's the best thing happening in comic books in a couple months.
Yeah, this is silly. It's upsetting. I cannot believe how many people like this. And I think the people are enjoying this because they don't love the comic books.
Here it is. I remember it. When I was watching the show, when I was watching the movie, I was thinking, man, Phase 1 Marvel was not this bad or was so
No.
great. But then I look back and like Phase 1 Marvel, what was in it?
What do you mean?
Their movies aren't that good.
Captain America, Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is not good.
Iron Man 2 is better than that.
Iron Man 2 is debatable if it's better than that.
Okay, fine. But
The Iron Man movies alone aren't good. But none of them are
supposed to
good.
be. That's the thing. They were just B movies that turned themselves into A movies by knowing their source material.
Only the first,
Iron Man 3 was pretty rough.
it was bad. And
That's not in Phase 1.
And Iron Man 2 was bad. No.
The original Iron Man's great.
Thor 2 was bad. Thor 4 was bad. Thor 2 or 1 and 3 are okay.
No, Thor
Yeah.
3 is good.
It's okay.
Thor 3 is good. You're crazy. Thor
Well,
1,
it
Thor
wasn't
1
even
is
in
good,
Phase
too.
1 anyway, right?
Right. Thor, Cap, Thor. It ends with Avengers.
And the Hulk.
Yeah. Incredible Hulk, which I
They're-
like.
they're
I
not
don't know
that
why
great.
people don't like.
You got what? 2 out of 3 that are good?
Yeah, but they're good stories. None of the stories are offensive. This is offensive.
Yeah.
But also, what and the
I always
the
think that,
saddest
like,
thing is
maybe-
there's a great movie in there. You
always
just
think-
got to edit it out and change the villain.
Try to think like, are we looking at it with like rose colored glasses where we're like,
No,
back then the MCU was great, but really, if you watch it today with this,
the formula that that we were complaining about then is the formula that was in the Odyssey. Guy goes on mission, saves lady, and does it the right way as a righteous masculine man. I'm not saying that it all has to be that way, but you do have to have fucking heroes. Have people be heroes in this stuff. You know, that's what we all signed up for. But we're watching it play out. We're watching. There is still an audience for good films like The Odyssey, thank God. But we have a bunch of brain dead, emotional zombies going to see this shit. So we're always going to have both. But all we have now is Nolan. Nolan's the reason we all fell in love with comic book movies, by the way, was not Marvel. It was the Batman trilogy. They created a serious as a heart attack couple of Batman films that were films, proper films by a great director. And we stopped doing that, and it just became Marvelized of like one super producer with everything connected is more fun. Because it's a fucking theme park. Because ultimately, Martin Scorsese was right. This is not cinema. This is an amusement park.
you can have comic book movies without characters in it. It's easy to explain people being off world or something.
But it's also why you have to fire James Gunn now. Because you have to get serious filmmakers in DC only. So that it's like, there's the divide. I don't go see Marvel movies anymore. I go see DC films. Boom.
And Hulk 1 isn't good if you're talking about actors. Like the Edward Norton one I thought was pretty good. It was just pretty isolated.
I thought the acting was fine in that.
The Eric Bana one was really bad.
Well, that's not part of the MCU, to be fair.
All right, anything else?
No, I'm just so angry. I'm really
Derek.
disappointed in you.
Derek!
I don't know where he is. I'll have to text him. He's on the next show anyway. It's okay.
I think it's his phone. This is my phone.
Derek!
Derek!
Cinema has not always been an amusement park, Milquetoast. How dare you? How dare you? Well, we're good and bothered, but I guess it's time to go home.
Derek, you haven't been on in a second. Do you have anything to say before we go home? You have some very good sunburn.
I have sunburn.
Where'd you get that
You
from?
look really sunburned.
Do I?
You look tan.
You look sunburned.
It's just the red.
Why?
Red means burn.
Chemical burn and work.
Stop
Scar.
doing that.
Can't. You know why? Because it's seal coating season, baby.
It is.
So give Derek Baker Seal Coating and Line Striping a call for all of your asphalt repair needs. DerekBakerSealCoating.com.
And if you don't call, it's your own asphalt.
That's right. And also, I'll starve to death and my family will fail. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
You want to kill Derek's family?
What you want?
You got to get through us.
Look at me. I'm starving.
Derek Baker seal coating, or else he goes on the street. He's going to be on the sidewalk.
Kill Derek's family.
That was dark. Please,
Derek's going to be a hobo under the L. Do you guys want that?
Is that what you guys want? Hobo Derek.
He's going to be selling himself under the L.
I do kind of want hope.
I'm not going back.
Pay Derek money.
Don't do that. He's not going back. But guys, you know, we'll be back next week. And thank you. And stick around because they're Nintendo.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Nintendo.
We'll see you on the Nintendo stream. Milk Toast, I better see you there.
Yeah, we're
'cause you're on
talking
the other side of the country. Which means
Mega
you can stay
Man.
later.
Mega Man.
Legends.
See you guys. Have a great week.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You got
I know.
TikTok
Oh,
followers
shit.
went through the roof with the Sony videos. We got like 200 followers like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Instagram, we need 5 more followers, and then
That's awesome.
we're good to stream with Instagram if we get 1,000 followers, right?
I think so.
That'd be about there.
You guys can have
I think